there, how are you doing? Thank you so much once again for finding the time to join me in today's episode. Thank you for creating the time. I truly appreciate. And to my beautiful ladies, thank you so much for joining in. I know we are trying to juggle so many things. You're trying to balance the work front, you're trying to balance the home front. And so I'm really here for you. I'm here for us just to see how to juggle and balance all this out. So thank you so much for creating the time in today's episode. If you're here for the first time, my name is Millicent Olo. This is my second episode. I'm really delighted to start this journey. And for those who joined me already on the first video that I did with the introduction, if you have not seen my introduction video, please check it here and let's get to know each other. Welcome back and let's continue this journey. This channel is really about inspiring women, inspiring us to grow and to move forward, to be the best that we can be. Now, in today's episode, I'm talking about fear of failure. And I'm really talking to you. When you think about failure, what comes to your mind? So I'm going to highlight a few things or a few reasons why we fear failure so much. And by the end of this video, I hope you understand some of these things and you get to see what is holding you back. You get to understand what is limiting your growth. Why are you scared? Why are you scared to step into your growth? Why are you scared to step into your potential and be the best person that you can be? So let's go straight right into it. The first thing that came to my mind when I was preparing for this, I just thought about how we compare ourselves to other people's standards. So what am I talking about here? You're setting your own standards against other people's standards. How does this happen? Maybe it's your friends, you're looking at their lives. Maybe it's family members. You're looking at how they're living their lives. Sometimes it can be so outright that it's so on your face, depending on how close these people are to you. And so you can't help, but you're constantly looking at, for you, I have to be like so and so. I have to match up. I have to be like. And this can put a lot of pressure. And so for you, success is, if I become like so and so, that is what success means for you. And so if you're not able to achieve that standard, then you feel that you have failed. But then why do we even compare ourselves to other people? It means we are dimming our own light. It means you're lowering your self-worth. Remember, we have different paths, and that's something that I would really love you, especially my beautiful ladies. It's something that we really need to look at. It's something that we really need to work on because it limits our growth. When you're measuring your value against what someone else has achieved, then you're forgetting your purpose. You're forgetting your unique talents. You're forgetting who you are. You're forgetting what you're called in this world to do. And remember, as we grow up, we have different experiences, we have different opportunities, and so many factors that determine, how our path goes. So our journeys are different, and we cannot always constantly compare ourselves to other people. The second thing that I want us to look at and reflect upon. So the second point, thinking that others are better than you and that they deserve it. I know this is a very a sensitive one, but I'm looking at it from the point of view of unconscious bias. When you're looking at, so you're avoiding to deal with your own shortcomings in the name of, but Jane is so gifted. But Joseph is so gifted. He's really good. He does these things naturally. So you avoid to try, and you hide behind, the fact that other people are better, other people are good at something, other people have unique talents and skills. So then you don't try. You stay in your comfort zone. You don't try. If you don't try, you don't fail, right? Well, wrong. I think if you don't try, then you really fail. Why? Because you're not giving yourself a chance. You're not giving yourself an opportunity. So other people are better because they are doing it, they are trying it. And remember what I said, we have unique talents, we have unique experiences, unique skills. So why don't we also try? Why don't we also go out and look at, what can I do then? What am I good at? And follow through with that, instead of just, folding your arms and not really just going out there and trying. So that's the other reason. Yeah, just thinking that other people are better than us. But are they? Now, something else, and this is a sensitive one, why people fear failure. Being prisoners of our own past. Now, life happens. We go through things. It can be an experience you went through in the past, a loss, maybe a relationship did not work. And sometimes significant relationships that fail have a way of really affecting our self-esteem, dimming our own light. And if we don't navigate such phases, if you're not able to navigate that phase of your life, maybe through support, just to go through healing, so that then you regain your self-confidence, then this can really dim you, this can really dim your light, this can really suppress you, and this can make you to really fear to step out, fear to try out new things. Experiences like, you can have, some of us have a strong support system, and maybe due to unfortunate circumstances, you lose that kind of support. And someone may have held your hand for a very long time, and then they're no longer with you anymore. And so you're really scared to go out on your own. How will you do it? You're scared that if you try, it may not work out. But we cannot remain prisoners of our past. We have to get the courage, we have to get the necessary support. Just be aware of why you're holding back. Why are you not growing? Why are you not trying out new things? And if the reason is because you had a failure in the past, if the reason is because someone who held you in the past is not present anymore to hold you, then just try and seek support, try and seek help, but just be aware that there is so much more you can do, and that holding back is going to really limit and hinder your growth. Something else that really hinders us from trying out new things, and again, we fear that we are going to fail, is seeking perfection. This is something that I totally relate with, and it's something that I'm working on it constantly. It's a journey. I've always had this challenge of trying to find the right words to say, and so before I speak, I try to really think about it. I try to process that thought. Even in meetings. Why? Because I always have this desire to, say the right thing. But hey, you can't always wait for that perfect moment to try out something. You can't always wait for the perfect time to have the right words, the perfect mood for you to say some things, maybe in a meeting for my beautiful ladies at work. You can't always wait for you to be perfect in a certain project now before you can talk about it. No. And this is something that really holds us back. you're so scared to fail that you're working in the background. No one knows what you're doing. No one knows what you are thinking, because for you, you're afraid to fail. But then what does this do for you? It holds you back. You don't try, you don't start, therefore you don't grow because you are afraid. So don't let perfection hold you back. Just start. For those who listened in to my last video, I was doing the introduction video. That was one of the reasons that really held me back from starting this channel, because I was about, will I find the right words, to be able to talk to you guys. But then it's about starting. And through this starting and learning and hopefully getting your feedback, then we grow. You learn from the mistakes you make, and then you perfect. So perfection is not an event. This is an ongoing journey. So don't hold back waiting for that perfect moment. I think another thing that really holds people back, and so we are really afraid to even start new things, new exciting things, is because we fear to dream big. Big dreams equals big risks sometimes. And so when you imagine the risk, then you don't even want to start. When you imagine this huge dream that you have, maybe it's a business you want to start, maybe you want to go to school, maybe whatever it is that you want to start, maybe it's a relationship, whatever it is, then you're so scared to fail that you're like, hey, you know what, I would rather not go there. But then you know what, guys, we have to dream. Ladies, we have to open our horizons. There's this quote, I got it from, is it Les Brown, who says, if you can dream it, you can be it. If you can perceive it, you can achieve it. So don't be scared to dream. I know sometimes, we are discouraged from, stop dreaming, be real, come back to reality. Well, it's good to be real, but I'm here to just tell you, let's dream. Let's dream big. The more you dream, the more you think of the possibilities. The more you think of the possibilities, the more you're no longer scared, and the more you start seeing this can be done. So don't let fear, don't hold back. Don't be afraid to dream big because of, what could go wrong. Dream big because the possibilities out there are so many. I really used to be afraid. I used to be scared to dream big. And let me tell you something. I think sometimes we are really scared to dream big because of our self-esteem. And that's something I'm going to talk about, as we go on with this series. When your self-esteem is low, when your self-worth is low, then that really hinders your growth. I've noticed that the moment when I started to work on my self-esteem and really be confident, a number of things are really beginning to improve. Even how you present yourself at the workplace, how you interact with your peers and colleagues, because you start believing your self-worth, you believe you have something to offer, and you are unique. So when your self-esteem is affected by so many things, and we'll talk about that at some point, then this can really hinder you from dreaming big. And so you will never grow because you're scared to step into that new horizon. So you stay in your comfort zone. And so, in your comfort zone, you don't fail. So ladies, don't be scared to dream big, and don't let anyone stop you from dreaming big. Now, the last point, what can we be without God? One of the things I've come to learn and really appreciate is when you trust God with your dreams, even when you're afraid, even when you have not figured things out, but you have the confidence, then God gives you the courage. So I'm going to just invite you to really talk to God, tell him your dreams, tell him your fears, and let him help you through it. Because what we don't want people sitting on their skills. Excuse me. What we don't want people sitting on their skills. We don't want you sitting on your talents. We don't want you, sitting in your house and just feeling sorry about yourself and thinking, yeah, things are not working out. No. I want you to remember that you're special. And for you, my beautiful ladies, I know we go through a lot. Trying to balance work and family and so many things that can happen in between. I know it can be overwhelming, and sometimes this can make us start question our self-worth. It can it can make you to start thinking about, do I deserve it? Am I worth it? But I'm here to tell you that you're a child of God, and that you have a lot of greatness within you. So God has called each and every one of us for a special purpose. Don't ever doubt that. Find what that purpose is. And when you have that confidence that God has put in you something great that you need to share with the world, then you're going to be so confident to step out here and reach for your dreams. So don't be afraid. I want to share with you an experience I had recently in a matatu. Well, I think this is the second time I'm talking about a matatu. Maybe we'll do a matatu series soon. But let me ask you guys, what do you do when you're in a matatu and someone is talking on phone? Do you hear what they're saying? Do you listen in actively? I don't know. But this one, I was really listening to this old man. So he was having a conversation, and he seems to have been telling the other person in Kiswahili, lakini wewe ni mwoga sana. To mean you're very afraid, you're always afraid. Why? And then this old man was saying, he's not afraid. He's not afraid of anyone. So he was saying this in Kiswahili. Mi siogopi mtu, hata akue ni nani ama nani. So he was saying no one scares him. If he has something to say, he will say it. I thought that was quite something. So why are we afraid? We don't need to be afraid. Just try out, find out what is holding you back, and go for it. If it's help that you need, if you need to, share with someone, just find out what support you need to be able to overcome the fear that you have, so that you can grow, so that you can be the person you desire to be. So, just as we wind up this video, I would like to tell you there are so many pressures in life, from all fronts, from family, from social media, and so many demands that sometimes make us really feel so afraid to try out new things, and so we hold back a lot. I know if we started talking about the moments you've held back because you're afraid, I can imagine the stories we'll hear. So I invite you to please share with us, what are you afraid of? Share with us moments when you really held back, and how did you overcome that? In the next video, I'll be sharing with you how can we overcome the fear of failure. What can we do so that we are able to move on and be the people that God has called us to be? So I want to thank you so much for finding the time once again to join me in this wonderful episode. This is a journey that I am on, and I invite you to join me. A journey for growth, a journey about moving forward. So what is it like for you? What are you moving forward to? What are you growing into? Please share with me these experiences. Remember, I always release my videos every Sundays at 3 p.m. So every Sunday at 3 p.m., tune in and let us have this conversation. I wish you a beautiful week ahead. Let's go forth and conquer our fears. Until next time, God bless you and take care.